so you want to find the surface area of this surface, right? You're given this, which is a plane, and you're given a triangle, and this is really all the information you're given. And you're like, what do I do? And I'm going to tell you, well, lucky for you, someone was really smart and lived a long time ago, and they made a formula for us, which is S and then 1. This is a function, this is Z is a function of X and Y. So ZX squared plus ZY squared. So this means the derivative of Z with respect to X. It's a shorthand notation, and don't forget your differential. Okay. Point being is this kind of comes from, did you see this before? 1 plus y prime squared? Yeah, you kind of see where this stuff comes from. Okay, nonetheless, I'm going to start off by drawing this little triangle just to give you a little bit of a better idea of how things are going to turn out. Okay, so we can call this change in x, and this goes from 0 to 1, and then this is 1. This is just the triangle, I'm just drawing the triangle. And we want to describe this triangle. We always describe this, remember this is like the beginning of Calc 4. How do you describe this domain right here, this little domain D? Okay, well you describe your change in x right here from 0 to 1, but then your change in y, you would describe it going from 0 to, what is this? This is a line, and it's line y equals x, right? It goes from 0, 0 to 1, 1, so it's just simply y equals x. Okay, so now you know your balance and you know your formula, although you don't know what zx and zy are yet. Why don't we take those derivatives? Zx, taking this with respect to x, this is the only x term, everything else is just constants, let alone constants, they'll just go to 0. Zx is negative 4x. What is zy? Okay, zy, taking z with respect to y, is just going to equal to 1. There's the only y term. Okay, so then let's just recreate our integram before we put the integral signs around. So this is going to be 1 plus negative 4x squared plus 1 squared. That's 2 plus 16x squared. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we can actually start the integration process. So a is equal to, and we got these bounds. We'll put the finite bounds in the end, so 0 to 1. And then we'll put our variable bounds in the front, 0 to x. And 2 plus 16x squared. And this goes from what? dy dx. Okay. Very nice. First integral will be what? It will just be dy x0. There's no y term, so it just turns into x square root 2 plus 16x squared. For a second there, I couldn't read my handwriting. Dy. Right? This is just the integration of this first integral. That's all it is right here. And then we got to do another integral. Okay, now this is the harder part. So x, 2 plus 16x squared. What happens here? Okay, so this is where we need to do a little bit of extra calculus. Okay, we should try to do a change of variable to make this a little bit easier on ourselves. Okay, so let mu equal 2 plus 16x squared, then d mu is equal to what? 32x. And we're originally in y. Wait, 1 second. Sorry, this is not going to be dy. It should be a dx. Sorry about that. Originally in x, we're going to mu. X was what? It was from 1 to 0. Mu will be from what? It'll be from, so put 1 into this formula. If we put 1 in here, it's 2 plus 16, which is 18. Put 0 into here, it's 2 plus 0, which is 2. Okay, so now we have this integral, which is a is equal to 18 to 2, and I'll write this mu, and dx, sorry, it's dx here. We could say dx is equal to what? Dividing by d mu 32x. So then there's a d mu 32x, and remember we had a 1x, let alone x here, so those x's go away. So we're just left with 18 over 18 to 2 is our bounds, and mu to the 1/2 d mu, and there's a 1 over 32 in front. So that's what we got. Okay. So 1 over 32, mu 1/2 d mu, 1 over 32. Let's integrate. 1 over 32, and then this will be 1/2. So mu 1/2 gets raised to 3/2. 1/2 plus 1 is 3/2. And then divided by 3/2, and this is from 18 to 2. And we'll write this a little bit nicer. We could write this as 2 over 3 times 32 mu 3/2, 18 to 2. This is, okay, 2 and 32, that's going to be 1 over 16. 1 over 16 times 1 over 3 is 1 over 48. 1 over 48, and then 18 to the 3/2. Damn it. 18 to the 3/2 minus 2 to the 3/2. And this is how we should just leave our answer. You could make it look a little bit nicer. Maybe write it like this. 18 square root 18 minus 2 square root 2 over 48. You could write it like that, and then you could maybe divide by 2 now, I guess, which would be 9 over square root 18 minus square root 2 over 24. And then leave that as your answer. That looks better. You could keep going farther, but there's really no point. I don't recommend you do it. Just leave it like that. Be done. So that's your answer. There you go.
Consider subscribing and liking if you found this video interesting or helpful. Leave a comment. Just leave any comment, just so I could, get this video pushed up the algorithm.